kind of wish they were tonight, but then again, not.
I know, right?
But I'm up 4, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be taking some chances. You might catch me, man. You might catch me this weekend because I'm going to do something a little different here. Buffalo, again, with the early games probably being the best game. I'm okay with that. Saturday, 3:30 East or Central, 4:30 Eastern. Buffalo will play at Denver. Denver is the favorite. Then it was Buffalo. The fans of whatever the money's went in on Denver. Denver's at home, 1.5 point favorite. They're at home. They're off the bye week. Buffalo is vulnerable to underneath passing and running plays. That's a big deal for the Bills. That's exactly what I know Sean Payton's going to do, and they better be ready for that, or they will get beat. But anyways, their defenses, they're both about the same. Nothing is daunting. Buffalo has some injuries, but their key players are going to play. I mean, Allen's fine and everything. They may even get Oliver back, but I don't know that for sure. But guys like Milano and stuff, he's been limited practice. Bosa, those guys, that's all I'm really concerned about here. Buffalo did play these guys last year, and it's the team is pretty much the same. I think they've added a few pieces on defense. Denver has. They're a lot better. But that was a 31-7 game. Bo Nix has gotten a lot better. The defense has gotten a lot better. It's not going to be a 31-7 game. The over-under start 45, but I was still going to take Buffalo 24-17 to get the road win and upset the 1 seed. What's your thoughts about that game? First game Saturday.
Listen, Denver Bronco fans are going to go wild. They're the only ones that can breathe and drink.
Saturday. Yeah.
They're the only ones that can breathe and drink in that stadium anyways. This is not going to be easy for the Bills at all. And I just don't feel like – I feel like this is it for Allen, you know. He might run in 2 touchdowns and they still gonna lose. That's how good this defense is. Yeah. So I got the Broncos winning this one 32-24.
That'd be an interesting game. And listen, that could happen. They've got a second punch to them. They come back late in games. But if that does happen, do not be texting me telling me I told you so.
Nah, man.
I don't next Thursday on the program, dude.
I don't
like
text
the post.
No. I don't text you because I said I told you so. I text you because I'm like, yo, you know, like I'm hoping
you don't do it when I'm winning. It's okay, no.
You know what happened was that I was Pokemon training my son. That's the only reason I didn't call you on Sunday.
Training the son Pokemon. Oh, that's cool, man. I hope.
Yeah, but you know, and I was like, man, I looked at my phone. I was like, why Robert not saying nothing to me?
It's annoying, especially after that Chicago game. Robert gets hot under the collar. I have to have a few days to cool down if I lose. San Francisco, Seattle. This one seemed like a no-brainer a week ago. Seattle's a 7-point favorite. This will be played Saturday night, of course. Go figure. But I don't know if you heard this today. This broke this afternoon. Sam Darnold's got an oblique injury. They just said injury. Yeah, I guess that's a stomach injury. But he's saying he's going to be okay. But my thing is, why are you saying this now? I got a feeling that he's been hurt for about 2 weeks now. He's been hurt the last 2 games. He's got 1 touchdown in the last 2 games. Now, they won these 2 games. Remember, the last time they played, the San Francisco did not have Trent Williams. And the time of possession, I looked this up, was like 34. I want to say it was like 34 to 37. It was like 37 to 22 or something like that in favor of Seattle. And they scored 13 points and won 13-3. Don't get me wrong. But now you have Trent Williams back and you have this oblique issue there with Sam Darnold and possibly Ricky Pearsall could be back. He's been limited practicing. Well, he says he's going to play. That's another target. Now, George Kittle, unfortunately, did tear his Achilles last week. But there's a guy named, I think his name is Denard Robertson. Not Denard, but it's Robertson. Another receiver has emerged. He had a big game in that Philadelphia game with Pearsall, with Jennings. I'm calling for another upset, man.
Ooh.
Salif is going to have that defense playing right. I could be way off here because the fatigue factor or the short week with San Francisco and the bye week, but there's too much familiarity. This is the third game between these two games. In baseball, I guess they call this the rubber game, the rubber match here. 24-20, San Francisco gets the win and goes on to play in the NFC championship game. What's your thoughts about Frisco playing at Seattle round 3?
It's always difficult to play in Seattle. Always, no matter who the opponent is.
Yeah.
They call the 11th team for the 12th for a reason. And that aside, that's like fan stuff. If you get in the running game, if he's going over 60 to 80 yards, money. San Fran has difficulty stopping the run. If this guy throws 200 yards and they got, he's throwing to his tight ends, they're going to be money. What on the flip side, McCarthy going to have to carry the team.
Who's McCarthy?
I mean, McCaffrey's going to have to.
The running back. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have to carry the team on this side. He's going to have to put it all in because, Purdy's he's going to be on his back more than he's going to be on his feet.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. I don't know if he can, and I know he will try, but I think this game is going to be 28-24, and I think the Seahawks win this one.
Seahawks. Okay, there you go. See, we've already got 2 different picks there, and could very well go that way. So if you win both of them, just send me a bunch of texts. I'll save them and I'll read them next Thursday.
I don't need you for a show. I'll just read your text.
Yeah. No. Well, I'll say what you mean by this text. Okay. This next game was actually the hardest one for me to pick. That other one was easier once I found out that Darnold had that oblique injury there. Okay. Texans, Houston at New England. These are the 2 most evenly matched teams. Very close in defense there. Very close in coaching, quarterback play, you name it. This is really, really thin margins here. Just a 3-point favorite there for New England because it's playing in Foxborough there. You look at the fact that it's over and under, it's about 40.5. I mentioned earlier, Nico Collins, likely, everything I'm reading from the concussion, he's not going to play. Although I know that Stroud can hit other players. He can win without the lead receiver. We've seen him do it before. Gonzalez will play. If Gonzalez wasn't going to play, I would probably still go with Houston, even without Collins. Gonzalez is going to play. This is in Foxborough. I think I know is what I'm going to pick here. 2017. This will be an airtight game, not a big score game. The Patriots win at home. Don't have a lot of confidence in it because I like that Houston defense. But like I said, the margins are very thin here on both teams. Got a lot of faith in both of them. By the way, Houston's on a 10-game winning streak. And the Patriots, I want to say they've won 14 out of their last 15 games. These are pretty hot teams. What's your thoughts about that game?
These are the lonely AFC teams that nobody talked about in the beginning of the season.
No.
So they're going to play big. They're going to play big, and I feel like, I think it's going to come to fruition that unfortunately Texas is a little bit faster on defense. May's going to see a lot of green, but he ain't going to be able to take advantage of it because these defenders are speedy, and I feel like that's going to make it a little bit harder for the Patriots. And I feel like this game is going to be 27-24. My favorite number.
Houston,
Texas. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. See, that's 3 games we disagree on. Okay. The Rams at Chicago. This is the last game Sunday night. Rams 3.5-point favorites. Listen, this would be a wild shootout. Could be a wild shootout. But I also read the Bears talk about this earlier when we were talking about your Green Bay game. They lost their left tackle, this Ozzie Tripolo
Yeah.
is his name. And they also lost their lead linebacker, this TJ Edwards. That's not good at all for the Bears here. Meanwhile, the Rams, a lot of people talk about Matt Stafford's record in bad weather and all that. I was thinking, well, the guy played for Detroit. You know, he went up to Philadelphia. They almost beat Philadelphia last year. You look at the run defense, or lack thereof, of the Bears. You look at their pass defense against guys like Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, who used to play for Green Bay, for crying out loud. I like that matchup straight up. I just don't – if I'm a Bears fan, I do not like Jared Verse or Byron Young, former Tennessee player, who's got 10 sacks going against a backup left tackle there. I think this is 31-20 Rams. Rams going to the NFC Championship game. So I'm going with 3 road teams and 1 home team. What's your thoughts on Rams at the Bears?
Man, listen, these Bears are ready. They're pretty fast. I like them against the Rams. The Rams are, a little bit older.
Yeah.
And but I'm not sure if they can get going, man. They look like they was hurting a little bit last game. I don't know. I like the energy that the Bears team went. They're going to be in Chicago, man. It's going to be a party
in Chicago.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the home team, and I think the Bears are going to win 32-24.
Well, if you win all them, we'll be tied. That deal erased my